Hey, it's Dr. Deer with 5 reasons why it's hard to be the old you after the death of a loved one. You know, what I've seen in doing therapy and grief therapy is that the biggest struggle or hurdle that people are fighting is trying to feel like their old selves before that person passed away. And that is almost impossible to be because that loss is so great. When you lose a mother, you lose a father, a granddad, or a grandmother, they're a big part of the family system. They created the family. And so it's hard to go back to your old self after one of them or all of them have passed. And that leads me to number one. You feel like your identity has changed. Even though you still technically a son or a daughter or a grandson or a granddaughter, it's one-sided because they're no longer here on earth and you can't go talk to them like you used to, get advice, all of those things. So truly that identity seems like it's different. And that leads me to number two. A lot of your happiness was centered around your mother or your father, your parents, your grandparents, and they, again, like they created the traditions, the family gatherings, all of those things. That's another reason why everybody, when they lose the parent or the grandparents, they say things just don't feel the same. And that makes you feel like you're a different person. You're not your old self. And that leads me to number three. You don't know how to go on. I hear this a lot. I don't know what to do, how to go on without them in my lives. They were a big part of my life, big part of my identity. And what do I do next without them? And that leads me to number four. Life seems harder that they're gone. I was watching a TikTok video the other day and this girl lost her mom. She was crying. She was just like, y'all want me to just push through and fake it, and for what? My mom is gone, and that's what it feels like, and that's a part of grieving. But that's why your identity just feels like it's just wiped clean, like an orphan. And that leads me to number five. You struggle with maintaining those old friendships and relationships because you're not focused on that. Your mind is all over the place. You have low tolerance for BS and things like that. And so your identity has changed. And if this is you and you're struggling with how to move forward after this big loss, please seek a therapist so they can help you maneuver through your grieving and understand you and create the new version of yourself. All right. Praying for everybody who has lost anybody. And there was a viewer today who sent me a message early this morning saying that they had lost their granddad, I think it was, a grandparent, I'll say. And so condolences to them and condolences to everybody who's lost anybody out there.